Hi everyone, I'm Carl, and I have got something really cool to show you all today. It is the Transblaster 1 K01 Robot Guy Adventure Force from Ceratoys. You'll find a link to this and the entire set below, but don't click it yet because I gotta finish my video. This is a fully functional, as you just saw, Nerf dot gun. Single shot, rubber bandy sort of thing. Alright, just so we know we're not faking it. Hey, nice loud thump. Nice, cool looking gun design here. But he is not just a fairly cool looking Nerf gun. And you'd hope not, because really it only holds one dart. This is a transforming dart gun. It becomes a robot. A Transblaster, as it's called on Ceratoys. I'm not 100% sure if that's accurate, because this guy is also known as the, I think it's Fire Dragon Holy Gun? Give me a moment. Yes, that is correct. This is the Fire Dragon Holy Gun. Yeah, I don't believe that's true either, but I've seen him packaged like that. He's just known as Transblaster 1 on the Ceratoys site. Let's just hold him steady a bit. This is metal. This is plastic. He's mostly plastic, but with some metal. Alright. Let's take him into his robot mode. Now, that's a pretty easy system. Excuse me, I'm not used to transforming things on camera very often, so this will just take a sec while I situate it correctly. Alright. So, to transform him, first you take this off. This will be used later. You unclip this thing. Then, all you have to do is turn these back around. Put this down, like so. Then, you flick these two things down. Very important, these two. Quality control 02. Alright. So then, we split the legs. It's kinda gross, but that's what we do. And you can kinda see pretty clearly, there's some legs. Just split them far enough, and then rotate them around. Like so. Nice. Already you can get a pretty strong silhouette of what we're gonna end up with here. So all we have to do is pop, I'll have to pull him down a little bit for this, pop this in half. He folds out his arms, sort of just push them into place. There's no latch for that, as far as I know. Then we just put down his arms, or put up, I guess. They break here. There we go. Fold this down, because he actually has a little shoulder sort of flang. There's his fist. Click that down, and we'll repeat with the other side. Nice. Now, all we need to do to finish this guy off, pop this little thing down and flip up the head. And there we go. That's Transblaster 1. Let me just dick around with him a little bit, just to get him into stable standing position. He's not the best stander. You can put these little metal bits wherever you like. You can make them wings, or knee spikes, or flangs, whatever. I don't know what the accurate sort of transformation for that is. And there he is! Nice! Alright, so then you just put his gun in place. He doesn't need it. He's already a giant gun, but he lost it due to being in this mode. And yeah, that's him. I'm gonna lift you guys up just really quick, just so you can get a look at the top of the robot. Sorry, you gotta look at the side of my finger there. And we'll just go in for a little bit of a closer look. Sorry, I keep getting my finger in the shot. Try to ignore the edge of the light box. Let's just get in close on the head. It's not the best head in the world. It looks kinda cheap, to be perfectly honest. Actually kind of lets this guy down a bit, considering that overall he's pretty nice. You can't really do anything else with the back of this gun but that's okay. He doesn't need to do anything with his gun. Alright, let me just make sure. He's got one more thing to do here. I thought I forgot something. You can clip these up. I don't know if that looks better or worse, but you tell me. Now he kind of looks like he's got Vulcan guns, I guess, hanging out there. That's alright. I refuse to turn this on its side, so you'll just have to deal with me here. I'll just turn that up. I'm running out of space. He is pretty big, you might be able to tell. He is not a tiny robot. He is actually a pretty hefty size. I'll bring in a comparison piece here. Here is... You know what? I'm going to use a 360 controller. I was going to use a can of drink, but I'm not getting paid for it. So here's an Xbox controller. That's directly beside him. You pull that up one more. Yeah, he's kind of the height of two Xbox controllers on their sides. Which is pretty damn good, I think, anyway. For another comparison, just another one real quick, because I happen to have him lying here. Here is a bludgeon Megatron thing, from the, Dark of the Fallen movie, I don't know. That's him, and that's him in tank mode. Yeah, so he's pretty damn tall. He's not, the biggest Transformer ever, but he's about Voyager class in the current system that they're using. Voyager and a tiny bit. That's really cool. What about articulation? Well, if you didn't notice already, he kind of has arms that go up and down again. These weird little elbow joints that don't quite make a lot of sense. They kind of click in this sort of somewhat strange thigh-like fashion. His fists go up and down, but that's purely for transformation. His legs have a knee. It kind of works. It's a little bit janked, but it works fine. And you can move his foot up and down. But don't bother, because... Oh, you couldn't see. I'll try that again on camera. He can't hold that foot. It's always going to sit like this. So you kind of want to put him forward a little bit, and then push him around to try and get into balance. Fortunately, since the metal is at the base of him, he actually holds really well. And his gun is, it's alright. Ball joint down here so that they have a lot of flexibility. That does mean that it'll probably go sooner rather than later, but, as long as you're only interested in posing him and not messing around with him too much, you have a really, really cool figure here in the Transblaster 1. Very, very cool looking robot, I think. Probably not my absolute favorite of the Transblasters, but definitely very, very cool. Nice orange and green, tan, brown, and green palette, or aqua. This is the dart. You can still insert it in here, although that looks pretty damn goofy, but, if you're into that, he can do that. Also, if you buy one of these guys, you will also receive a bunch of other dots. I think you actually get more than that, but that's the only ones I have on hand. And you get safety glasses that are extremely cheap. Two of the ones that I bought just came with broken glasses. But you can wear the glasses and protect your vision when you run around shooting at each other with these extremely forceful dart guns. Alright, thanks. I will be looking at the rest of these Transblasters in the coming weeks, so, if this interests you, keep watching. And, thanks. This has been Transblaster 1, and I've been Carl. Eat a dick, Wheelie.